What's up, Internet? Current 1776 here with a quick video for you. So, have you ever had an issue with a knife, be it a neck knife or really any knife that has an injection molded sheath or even a Kydex sheath, getting a little loose, not being able to get the lock that you really want with that knife? For instance, one of my neck knives here, right? So, let's just say, you're not really getting that click that you want, right? The old, the click. We all want the good click, or it's a little rattly in there. You want to take care of that. Simple, easy trick, simple to do. Anybody can do it with a simple hair dryer or heat gun. Got to be careful with the heat gun. You don't want to get it too hot, okay? A little common sense here. And a pair of pliers, multi-tool, anything like that. So very easy to do. I want to quickly show you guys how to do that. If you do have an issue with a knife, or you got something that you've been wearing for a long time, like me with my neck knives, they tend to get loose as you use them, and sometimes they're loose when you get them brand new. You can fix that. Don't fret. I'm gonna show you how to do it. We got a Kydex sheath right here, and then we've got your injected molded type sheath like this one from Warpath. This was a recent knife that we sent out. Yeah, a little clicky. If you want to wear it for a neck knife, you might want to tighten that up. I don't know, it may be loose straight from the factory. I'm gonna show you how to fix that. I've already said that a couple times. Anyway, here we go. So basically what you're trying to achieve here is you want to tighten this area here, okay? So typical knife sheaths, you're getting that lock in this area here when it goes in, okay? Same with this. Kind of want to tighten this area here. That's the area that's locking in. These areas here typically are just molded to fit with type of scale or whatever you may have. So I want that to click a little better. So I want to tighten this area right here. Injection molded sheaths take a little bit more work and a little bit more time, a little bit more heat than Kydex does, in my experience. May be different for you, but it's basically the same concept. You're going to heat the sheath while applying pressure in this area, and you're going to just tighten this up a little bit. You don't want to completely close it off. You still want your knife to be able to go in there, but you just want to tighten this area up. It's going to hold a little better, get rid of some of that click sound, from just shaking it, and give you a little bit more of a positive lock in there, all right? Again, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to burn or completely melt this. You want to get it hot enough that you can change some of the mold to it, right? And then a pair of pliers or like a multi-tool. So basically all you're going to do is you're going to, especially with the injected molded, you kind of need to go ahead and put your pliers on there and start applying some pressure. And you're going to heat that area of the sheath while applying moderate pressure until you get the pressure that you want. Remove the hair dryer, let it cool. I guess you could dip it in water if you want to, but I tend to just let it cool naturally to prevent any possible cracking or anything that may occur. So I'm going to heat this up. Obviously I'm going to fast forward it so you don't have to sit here and listen to a hair dryer run. All right, let's see if we got any difference after we just keep holding, keep pressure on it while the sheath cools off. You can shake it around, do whatever you want to do. All right, now we let it cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, takes a bit more force to get that out, and I don't have as much of a clicky sound. And to kind of show you the difference, here's one that I have not heated up, and here's the one I heated up. So as you can see, that the size there is smaller than this one, and that's all you're doing. Way more of a noticeable click there, and you're going to get a little scarring on your sheath. You could probably use like pliers that's got a plastic protection or something on them, or smooth pliers, and maybe it won't scar it like that, but it's not that big a deal to me. I want it to click better. So all right, with the Kydex sheath, kind of the same thing. Just heat it up slowly with moderate pressure. You don't want to crank on it you don't want to crank on it at all, really, because you could break it or crack it if it's not malleable enough. Yeah, that's the word, with the heat, right? So we want to tighten this area. This sheath actually has got these little indentions right here that kind of help lock into where the hardware is on the knife. So you want to tighten that up. You just, again, simply moderate pressure here while heating it up, and then let it cool while holding, it at the position you want to hold it to. And get it to a good temperature where you can take like a pin or something and press down in these areas to get this to cinch in a little bit better. That'll help too. Each sheath is a little different, okay? But we're just going to apply some moderate pressure right here. You see the size of that gap. Moderate pressure right here with heat. So we're just going to hold it now as it cools, so it'll stay in the position that we're holding it in. And again, don't crank on this. You can break sheaths, these harder plastic Kydex and injected molded sheaths, by getting a little bit too grippy with them. So keep that in mind. Take it slow, moderate pressure. You'll feel the material soften up some, and you can start to add a little bit more pressure where needed. But you don't need to crank on it, guys. We just want to get it a little bit tighter so it holds a little better. And again, you may need to do this once or twice a year. The more you use the knife, the more you wear that sheath, you might need to tighten it up every now and then. No big deal. So let that cool pretty good, and close that gap a little bit. Substantially tighter. Good click, no rattle. So there you go, folks. Quick way to tighten up your knife sheaths if need be. Get rid of that rattle and makes them hold a little better. Sometimes you need to do it when they're new. Sometimes you don't. You definitely, over time, if you use your knife a lot, like I do, over time, that sheath's gonna loosen up. Quick, easy way to fix it with a hairdryer, pair of pliers. Yeehaw. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, whatever platform you're watching this video on, and I'll see you next time with another BattleBox video. Y'all be good.